Hello and welcome. For all of you students at Europe Hotel School, you're stepping into an industry that is changing, and changing fast. My expertise is right at that sweet spot where AI meets hotel operations. And today, we're going to dive into one of the biggest shifts happening right now, how AI is completely rewriting the rules for sustainability in hospitality. So let's jump right in. For a long time, sustainability in the food and beverage world it was kind of a side project, a nice to have. But that's all changed. Now it's moved from the sidelines right to the very center of business strategy. And this isn't just some passing trend, believe me. It's a real response to new regulations, to what our guests are demanding, and honestly, it's just about doing the right thing. To really get why this is such a big deal, we need to look back for a second. For decades, our approach to sustainability was full of good intentions, but it was also, fundamentally flawed. We were basically operating in an era of guesswork, not real, hard measurement. Think about it. Historically, our efforts were all over the place, an isolated recycling program here, a seasonal energy-saving campaign there, and while those things are good, they weren't really baked into the core of how we run our businesses. Our reporting? It was based on audits every now and then, and a lot of high-level estimates, which really means we never had a clear day-to-day picture of our actual impact. And that question right there, that's the heart of the whole problem. How can you possibly manage something if you can't accurately measure it? You can't. This has always been the biggest hurdle for sustainability in our industry, and it's the exact problem that modern technology is finally able to solve. So, what's the solution? It's artificial intelligence. AI is the key that unlocks what we call true visibility. It lets us take this big, abstract idea of sustainability and turn it into something we can actually measure, manage, and improve on every single day. And the foundation for all of this is a concept called data visibility. So instead of just getting a snapshot once in a while, AI gives us this constant, super detailed stream of data. We can see everything, from what's in our inventory to exactly what's being wasted, and even how well our suppliers are performing. This real-time view, it is the absolute bedrock of any modern sustainability strategy. Okay, so where does the rubber meet the road? Let's head into the heart of the operation, the kitchen. This is where all that data becomes real, tangible change in how we handle our inventory, cut down on waste, and even how we design our menus. One of the biggest impacts, for sure, is on inventory. Because think about it, having too much stock leads directly to spoilage and waste. So AI systems use predictive analytics to forecast demand with incredible accuracy. This means we can be super precise with our purchasing, ordering only what we really need, and the results? We cut waste right at the source before it even has a chance to become a problem. Now, what about the waste we can't stop at the source? Okay, this is where it gets really cool. AI platforms, you might have heard of some like Winnow or LeanPath, use smart scales and cameras to track every bit of food that gets thrown out. But they don't just measure it, they analyze it. They tell us exactly what is being wasted, when it's happening, and why. This gives us these amazing, specific insights so we can do things like adjust portion sizes, fine-tune our recipes, and even redesign our buffet layouts to gently nudge guests towards smarter choices. But the impact of AI doesn't just stop at the kitchen door. Oh no, this technology creates this incredible ripple effect of value across the entire business. It changes how we buy things, how we build trust with our guests, and it directly helps our bottom line. Let's take procurement, for instance. With AI-powered analytics, we can evaluate our suppliers on way more than just price. We can now track their environmental certifications, their sourcing practices, their delivery efficiency. And by building these sustainability criteria right into our purchasing decisions, we're extending our commitment to responsibility up and down the entire supply chain. This shift also completely changes the conversation we have with our guests. In the past, a lot of sustainability claims could feel like empty marketing talk. But today, the data we get from AI lets us back up everything we say with cold, hard, verifiable facts. And that kind of transparency is absolutely essential for building real trust and a great brand reputation, especially now when guests are more savvy than ever. And this chart right here really illustrates one of the most powerful arguments for this whole approach. Look at this. Sustainability and financial performance are not fighting each other. They're perfectly aligned. When you reduce waste, you directly lower your food costs. When you optimize inventory, you improve your cash flow. Smart procurement helps keep your margins stable. AI makes it crystal clear that doing the right thing for the planet is also the smartest thing for the business. Now, I want to make a really crucial final point here. As powerful as this technology is, at the end of the day, it's just a tool. Its success depends entirely on the people and the culture that put it to use. It's an enabler of great leadership, not a replacement for it. The technology gives us the what, the data, the insights, but it's our people who provide the how. For any of this to actually work, you need a culture that champions it. And that means proper staff training, total commitment from leadership, and communicating these goals so clearly that every single person feels like they are part of the solution. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that partnership between technology and people. AI is fantastic at making the trade-offs of our decisions really visible, laying all the data out for us. But that final call, the ethical consideration of the social and environmental impacts, that still comes down to essential human judgment. And that, right there, is where all of you come in. As the next generation of hospitality leaders, this balanced approach is going to define your role. You'll be expected to use these incredible new tools to lead responsibly in a world that's only getting more complex. Mastering this combination of technology and human leadership isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It is the key to your success, and it's the key to building a truly sustainable future for our entire industry. Thank you.